simple solutions video, which was called Outdoor Freedom for Dogs That Don't Have Fenced Yards. We talked about ways that you can get out and let your dog have some freedom, play, and explore, even if your dog doesn't have reliable recall, even if you live in an apartment or don't have a fenced yard. Now, sometimes we can't get outside as much as we'd like with our dogs for whatever reason, whether it's working long hours or rainy, horrible weather. Fortunately, there are things that we can do indoors with our dogs that will provide them with a lot of mental stimulation. Now, mental stimulation is just as important for dogs as exercise is. It's very fulfilling for them. They love to learn, they love to explore, they're very curious, and they really enjoy these kinds of games. Now, dogs, they need to use their noses, and they have sort of an innate need to find their own food. So this game is called Find It, and in the game they are going to have, or it's going to provide them with an outlet for both using their noses and finding their own food. So let's get on with it. Here's how to play the Find It game with your dog. Okay, so this is level 1 of the Find It game. You'll see that John is holding Bia on leash so that when I distribute the treats, she won't run around and gobble them up as I put them down. Once your dog knows the stay cue, then you can put your dog in a stay and practice the stay while you put the treats down. Here we go. And I'm going to make it pretty easy for Bia. She's got a pretty good nose, but you would be surprised. Sometimes dogs don't understand the game, and even when the treats are in easy places, they just don't know to use their noses to search. Okay, are we ready? Okay, so you're going to let her go, and we'll say, yep, find it! Bee's pretty much an expert. So Bia and I are going to demonstrate for you the Find It game level, let's call this level 2. And that's when your dog knows a reliable stay or settle, and you can have them practice that stay or settle while you place the treats around for them to find. Bia, settle. Good job. Okay, now I back slowly away because I don't want her to think it's time to get up. So she's played this game before, and she's starting to understand. Now I've noticed my motions are very slow. I'm not really turning away from her because she may think that that's her cue to get up. Treats. So I like to make some easy and some a little bit more difficult. Okay, Bia, find it. Good job. So Cody and Bee are playing the Find It game level 3, and you will see that I have added some difficulty by hiding the treats in a variety of things like packaging paper. I've got some dog toys, towels that they have to snuffle through to uncover the treats. I've got some cardboard packaging that the treats are stuffed inside, and they have to figure out how to turn it over to get the treats out. Now Bee is approaching the cardboard box. It's a little tall for her, so we will see if she gets brave enough to reach in that box and get the kibble out. Oh, good, brave girl, Bee. This is a real confidence building game. There she goes with the packaging paper, figuring it out, or the cardboard packaging. When dogs accomplish something and they're rewarded with food, it builds their confidence. So if you have an anxious dog, a shy dog, a nervous dog, a dog that doesn't have a lot of confidence, this is a great confidence building game for that dog. Now, I would not play this game with two dogs unless I know that they do not fight over resources. So I hope you enjoyed the Find It video, and we're going to wrap it up with a few things to remember. Number one, keep it simple. So start with putting the treats in easy places and build up the level of difficulty as your dog becomes an expert. Number two, dogs always repeat successful behaviors. If your dog jumps up on a counter and finds something to eat, your dog is going to repeat and continue to jump up on that counter hoping to find food. So when you're playing the Find It game, you might want to consider putting the treats only in places that you want your dog to explore. So I was putting my treats up on chairs and things like that. If your dog is not allowed on chairs and couches, don't put the treats on chairs and couches, because your dog will learn to jump up and search for treats on the chairs and couches. So just keep that in mind when you're deciding where your Find It area is going to be. And number three, tune in to my next video on indoor exercise for dogs, because in that video we're going to explore options for exercise even when you can't get outside, even when it's rainy, even if you have an apartment and don't have access to a yard. Fun ways to give your dog exercise while building the skill of reliable recall. So I hope you enjoy this video. Happy finding.